Hello and welcome everyone to Magical Monday. Welcome. We have another powerful week, and with the lunar eclipse this weekend on the 28th, this is the energy this whole month is so powerful. It's a really exciting time for humanity, for every single person on the planet. This is like a huge wake-up call for your soul's evolution. This is your opportunity to really go within and look at what's not working for you. I actually, where will I start today? Let me just open up the comments on Facebook. There we go. So we've got Facebook, Zoom, and Instagram, and welcome everyone. So we are live. There is so much going on astrologically, though I won't get into the weeds. I will just talk about how it is affecting you personally. So last Saturday, I did an in-person workshop and we went deep into the limiting beliefs, what's holding you back. And this is something that I urge you to look at within yourself. A lot of questioning. And every single person in that group, I could have gone much deeper, but because of time and it was a group environment, we touched on some things, but this is where we all have an opportunity to really look at those old patterns and programs and behaviors that we created from childhood. And so there's, from childhood, some people have had extreme traumatic events happen. Others, it could have been very mild, but the subconscious mind is always, this is where all the programs are stored. So if something even trivial happens, as a child, a little boy, a little girl, and maybe, at kindergarten, their friends stop talking to them. And so as an adult, it's like, oh, well, their loss, or you might just brush it off. But as a fragile, vulnerable little child, they could actually create a story around that and take it to heart. And this is where those beliefs come up. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Why don't they like me? Why don't they love me? And that sense of abandonment and rejection. And so this is all the programs that we come in to learn as a soul, being on this human experience and feeling the emotions. So since the last new moon, which was the solar eclipse, how are you all feeling emotionally? What's been coming up for you in the last week since the new moon? And with the energy that's, and I talked about this in the last video, it is a wild ride. And so this is your opportunity to really go deep into what's working, what's not working, and looking at those shadow areas of yourself and really shining the light on those shadows and making a conscious choice that, I am tired of doing this same behavior or being reactive to this same person or the same situation and creating the same circumstances, the same result. And I encourage you all to really look at every aspect of your life and do some journaling. This may bring up more emotions for you. And there's lots of other tools that you can do, you know, the tapping, breathing into your heart. There's EFT tapping, there's the meditation, there's so many different tools that you can use to actually help to shift that energy. But if it's really, if you feel stuck that you can't do it alone, well, that's where, you know, coaching, mentoring, reach out to someone like myself or someone that resonates with you that can hold the space and guide you through that process for you to have a breakthrough for your soul's growth and evolution. Okay. And there's no judgment. Every single person here on the planet is doing the best they can. And everyone has shadow parts. We all come in with these archetypes and those shadow areas, and what the full moon is doing is shining a light, because we've got the sun and the moon. The sun's in Scorpio, the moon's in Taurus, and this is the last time that it's going to be a Taurus eclipse. So any eclipse just intensifies everything, but this is an opportunity to really break the cycle, break any old cycles of self-worth and and feeling lovable, and just rebirthing the new you. Come back to who you truly are, who is this powerful, magnificent being. And so when we come to this earth, which is, you know, this 3D reality, and yes, the energy is intense, it is dense, and a lot of people are in survival mode. And there's a lot of people that are suffering and struggling because they forgot who they are as a soul. And one of my roles is to remind people of who they truly are. And you're not broken, you don't need fixing. It's just come back into alignment with your soul's purpose, your soul's mission, and truly reconnect to who you truly are as your true authentic self, and really step into your power. And all these old programs and beliefs are just that are running in your head, that are all running in the subconscious. This is your opportunity this week to really identify them all and release them, because they're not part of who you are as a soul. And though when we come into these human bodies, we get to experience all these patterns and programs, because, and you know, and before we came here, we actually had an agreement. This is where the Akashic Records comes in. We had an agreement of what we wanted to learn as a soul while we're here on this human experience. And in the big picture, we're only here for a blip. And so we're visitors here. We're visiting Mother Earth. And this is where I really always say, connect with nature, listen to nature, and respect nature. Respect Mother Earth, connect with her, connect with the nature spirits, connect with the trees, the insects, the birds, the reptiles, the animals. Connect with all of them, because they're all talking. They've all got messages for us everywhere you go. And it doesn't matter whether it's your family pet or a wild animal, they all have messages for us. And our job is to tune in and ask, what are those messages? What is the message they have? So it's a really powerful time on the planet for each individual going through this journey. And this weekend on Saturday, or in Australia, it'll be about 6:30 on Sunday morning. The lunar eclipse will be occurring, the exact time of the full moon. But this Saturday night is the best time to do a burning. Do your burning ceremony, write out everything, and actually burn it under the full moon. And on Saturday, I may do another live video, because next Monday, I will be on the plane flying to San Francisco. So I won't be live. So what I'll do is a quick live video just as a recap on the full moon, and happy to answer any questions that you have, and pull some cards as well. So, question for you, what's going on for you internally? And also, what emotions have come up in the last week? What are you feeling? What have you noticed? And what are you journaling? Are you keeping track of your dreams? What's coming up for you? Because it's a very intense time. A lot of my clients who are reaching out, it's a roller coaster. So if you feel like you're on this roller coaster, feeling like you're a little bit going crazy, you're not alone. Everyone is feeling the energy. Congratulations that you're actually feeling it, because a lot of people just push it down to ignore it and numb it out with substances and alcohol, drugs, whatever their poison is, in order to not feel. So if you're feeling the energy, congratulations. And you are about to have a breakthrough. And this is such an exciting time. This is why you came here to this planet, in order to just rebirth, back to look at all these old programs and patterns and everything that you think is not going well in your life, and actually transforming it. It's a massive transformation time for you. Time of cleaning out and releasing. So with going away, I'm actually going through and doing a big physical purge, clearing out cupboards and wardrobes and drawers, and just doing a massive clean out. But this is also a big clean out of your subconscious mind, okay? And cleaning out this week with the full moon is looking at what's not working for me. Okay, so I've got the Keepers of the Light cards here, and I'm going to choose a card for everybody and see what comes through, because there's a lot coming to the surface. I've said this before, is the full moon illuminates everything, all those shadow parts on the planet. And as we look around what's happening in the world with the wars and the conflict, it is bringing everything to the surface. And especially the war that's happening in Israel, this has been going on for decades. I remember when I was in Israel around 1991, and I was warned, do not go to Gaza, stay away from that area. So this unrest has been going on for several decades. Though, look at the generations. Children are born and they're programmed to say, to believe we don't like Israelis, or Palestine is saying, you know, it's like this is an old program, and it's got nothing to do with them as a soul, but it's the program, and this is how religion separates people. So just imagine you're from one country and you fall in love with someone else from another country, and you just feel that deep soul connection with that person. But guess what? The rules and the program from one country and the rules and the old program from the other country say, oh no, we're meant to hate each other. But you know that when you meet this person, you just feel this really strong connection. That's where religion, just blow it up. It just doesn't even make sense to have those beliefs, because we're here for a soul journey, and we are all one, regardless of our religion, regardless of how we've been brought up. These are all old programs that need to be destroyed so we can come together as one, in unity, in oneness. And I pray that that will happen in my lifetime. And I will continue doing my work to keep planting those seeds to help humanity in order to achieve that. And I'll do whatever I can in order to help each individual to be in their heart, to have love and acceptance for themselves and for all their brothers and sisters around them. So look at the one that just flipped over, Joan of Arc, the voice of truth. And stand strong, focus on your purpose, and release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Well, if you know Joan of Arc's story, that is so relevant to what I was just talking about. And the extended message of that is, you are being encouraged to stand strong. You may feel unrecognized and misunderstood, but that doesn't mean you have to give up on the mission you feel called to fulfill. You must follow the will of your soul and exercise your leadership spirit by speaking your truth. You may feel as if you are on a battlefield, but this conflict will come to an end as soon as you stop defending yourself. How perfect is this message, right? This card that's, you are not here to prove yourself to others. Instead, approve of yourself. Know that your angels are on your side and that heaven is thanking you for being the honest soul you are. Beautiful message, Joan of Arc. So that sums up beautifully what I was just talking about with, you know, the wars, and it just, what's the purpose of it? And yeah, and I won't get into all the agendas, but I encourage each individual to really take responsibility for what's coming up for you and breaking those old cycles. And this is your opportunity to rebirth, to transform, and to evolve as a soul. It's exciting for your soul's growth and evolution. Okay, so who has a question? And I will choose a card. And so where the 23rd of October today. And the 23rd, Pluto is a hard aspect to Venus. So, and the moon is squared to Taurus, which is intense. It's all about love and money and emotional turmoil. Master Jesus just came through. Master Jesus. Forgiveness. Yeah. That's exactly right. This is a time to forgive anyone who has wronged you or hurt you. Have forgiveness in your heart because they're hurting. And so you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. And Father, healing is possible at this time. So Master Jesus, it doesn't matter what religion you are. So this isn't about religion. It's about you as an individual soul and why you're here on this earth and what you came in to learn in order for your soul to grow. So forgiveness is an act of self-love. You are being encouraged to know that whatever you have done to yourself or others, the divine is not condemning you. You don't have to forget what has happened, but you no longer need to allow your whole story to be defined by a situation that doesn't support your happiness. Jesus is here to bring miraculous shifts of healing to you and all those around you, and to release you from the burden of self-loathing. He wants you to know that he sees the child of God within you. He also brings clarity and healing to any situations concerning your Father, either on earth or in heaven. Beautiful. And again, that's a strong message for everyone. Master Jesus. Okay. So I recommend, and I will do another video, a live on a Saturday. I'll be packing this weekend, but I'll do another quick live just as a reminder and let you know that, you know, you are loved, you are supported. If you are struggling with something, you can always book in for a clarity call with me. And just go to my website, lindabenn.com, and the clarity call button, it's on the header, it's on any of the pages. You can just find a time on my calendar. I'll be in Brisbane this week. Next Monday, I'm flying to San Francisco, and then from Monday the 30th I'll be on Pacific time. So those in America, I'll finally be back on your time zone. And anyone here in Australia, I will work around the times that work with Australia and the Pacific time. So have a fabulous week, a magical week, because you're here on this earth to really create miracles and create those magical moments. And that's part of your purpose for being here. It's a really exciting time. It's an exciting time to be alive and to witness what we're witnessing at this time on the planet. I know there's a lot of chaos out there, a lot of drama, a lot of uncertainty and fear and doubt. So come back to your heart and trust and reconnect with who you truly are, because it's all an illusion. And a lot of people are feeling the energy but unconscious of it because they're not actually making decisions in order to move forward for their soul's growth. They're actually just in this holding pattern of scared to make that decision, and especially financial decisions. They go, oh no, I'm not ready, or whatever the excuse is. Though, just be true to you, and don't put off your happiness. It's waiting there. You just use this full moon to really clean out as much as you can for your soul's evolution. It's an exciting time on the planet, and I understand the energy is intense, but keep riding that wave and know that you're loved, you're protected, you're safe. And I'll pop on live on Saturday around lunchtime, Brisbane time. So that's Friday evening for Pacific time. And and if you have any questions in the meantime, send me a direct message either on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and have a magical week. Until then, sending much love. Many blessings. Bye for now.